In today's video, I'm going to show the selection menu. That's this S-shaped ribbon right up here at the top. If we tap on that, we're on automatic selection, and then we can select a portion of our picture. I'm going to select here for the surround on this window of the house. And you'll see that it's not really selecting very much. If we zoom in and tap and hold, right up here in the middle, it shows selection threshold 1.5%. If we drag to the right, we can select more. If you run out of space on your iPad, like I just did, just simply lift your stylus up, tap, and drag again. And this allows you to select more of your image or less until you have just what you want. After automatic, you have freehand selection, and that allows you to select just one area of the tile. If you accidentally go over, as I did here, you tap here where it says remove, and then you can draw out the part that you no longer want. If you miss like I did here, just click on the add and add that selection back in. When you're doing the freehand selection, if you're going around wherever, and then you tap on the circle, it will automatically connect those together. And that's how a lot of people like to do that. You can also use a rectangular selection or an ellipse, which allows you to select different shapes. I'm going to come back here to freehand. You can invert your selection, so then you're selecting everything except what you've drawn around. You can do a copy and paste. That's right here. And what this does is it creates a new layer from selection and shows just those. When you're doing your selection, you can actually adjust the feathering. So I'm going to select this area right here. I'm going to tap on feather, and you can see this image here trying to determine how to feather out what you've selected. This creates a transparency on the edges. There's 8%. And now if I tap here on copy paste, then what I've got is a vignette style selection. You can save specific selections. So let's say you want to save an automatic selection of this. Tap here on this heart and click on the plus sign. And now I'm going to take this and I'm going to flip it that way. And then if I go here to the save and load, I click here on my selection 1, which is actually no longer matched up, and that's okay because this is an example. And then if we do a copy and paste, what we end up with is slightly askew, but it's a way of selecting just that area. If you're going to do multiple things to various areas, change textures and whatnot, the save and load is a good way to go. You can also do a color fill. Right now, you'll see right up here my color dot is orange. So if I go here to freehand and I choose color fill, then when I draw, it fills it in with the color fill. If I choose clear, it wipes out all the selections that I just made. So what we're going to do is we're going to select some rectangles here. And color fill in these windows. And then I'm going to do a save and load. I'm going to click on the plus sign. And this is our selection 2. Now, if I go here to a specific cursor, I go to my save and load, selection 2, you'll see that nothing seems to have happened. And that's because I have the color fill on. If I click on my save and load on the original picture, selection 2, it automatically does that color fill because that's on. What you can do is we turn off the color fill, go to selection 2, and I am using, as you saw, the blotchy brush. And I'm going to blotch in some color over here. And then I'm going to change the color. Let's go to purple, and we'll blotch that in here. And then I'm going to go over here. I'm going to use my rectangular selection on these two. And we're going to save that. And then I'm going to come over here to textures. We'll do this one right here, this decimals one. And as you can see, it's very large, but I can make it smaller. And we can put that in there and say, okay, well, I don't like the large ones. So I'm going to undo with the double tap. I'm going to fill those in like that and say, hey, that looks really nice. I want to do that on the other two windows. So I select those two. And then I can put the dots on that selection as well. The save and load works very nicely. I'm going to take selection 1, however, slide it here to the left, and delete it. Let's do the same thing with selection 3 and selection 2. And there we go. It's a very easy menu to go to. Next, we will do this transform menu. And that will conclude all of our menus in PROcreate. I hope that this video has helped you out. And you have a wonderful day.